Boom shakalaka, something huge is about to happen for Bitcoin, and it's not what you think. Stay tuned. What's up everyone, Randall here from Crypto Love. Today's video, something huge is about to happen for Bitcoin, and guess what? It's not what you think. Before we get into it, like the video, join us on Twitter with your Crypto Love, and of course, subscribe to the OG Bitcoin and Crypto YouTube channel, making daily videos since 2017. Gosh, that's a long time ago. Now today, Fear and Greed at 31, you can see we've just had a mix of fear over the past month as the market continues to consolidate sideways today. Bitcoin 84,677, Ethereum 1675, and XRP 214. Now, Bitcoin continuing in this downtrend, but right now, price getting squeezed between the 21 EMA here in blue and then this green line right here, the 100-day moving average. Also, you will note downtrend resistance. Bitcoin is playing with it at the moment. We will see which direction this is going to go in the near future. But Timothy Peterson publishing this recently, average Bitcoin bear market since 2015. Look at what we've been doing for the past 86 days, pretty much following a bear market, the upper trend line of that. Geez, that kind of stinks. But you know what? It can only go on forever, like another 80 some days until we hit that lowest price forward that we see in the bear market. So if indeed this isn't a bear market, guess what? There's only like 3 months of it left and then things are going to turn around. What's more likely is that Bitcoin reclaimed a trend line over the weekend that it's held for 1.5 years right here. And each time it bounces off of that trend line for a nice bounce. But a lot of people don't want to believe that at the moment. Some speculation, and I believe this, is that we're simply making higher lows, not only on this metric, but also on the Bitcoin price. Look at this. There's a low right here. 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 Those are all higher lows. That, to me, signals uptrend, especially when the highs are right there, and right there. Higher highs as well. That is called an uptrend, my friend. But because the price has been going down for the past couple months, people think all of a sudden the bull market is over. Now, when you take a look behind the scenes, because the price that we see is the exchange price of Bitcoin, but right now, where a lot of Bitcoin buying is going on is off of exchanges, what's called over-the-counter. We'll take a look at this. Bitcoin over-the-counter desk balance at all-time lows. The lowest it's ever been. Potential supply shock coming, especially when you consider everybody right now selling Bitcoin except for the whales. The whales are continuing to accumulate Bitcoin. If we take a look at the Binance whale to exchange flow, you can see that it is decreasing. They sold a lot at the top, 108,000. Now they're selling less, similar to what we saw down here, the last consolidation period. And then guess what? Price took off once again for whales to make a lot of money. You may want to follow the whales, do what the whales do, and then maybe one day you yourself could be a whale. Not only that, but also if we take a look at the Bitcoin perpetual spot gap, it is narrowing right here, potentially signaling bearish sentiment is fading. How about that? Looks like market's turning around. And we have a setup very similar to what we saw here in 2017, which was one of the historic best bull runs for Bitcoin. Bitcoin did like 100x then. Well, almost same exact formation is forming right now, along with a lot of other things. We're on the verge of a breakout of that downtrend. The last couple times it broke out of that downtrend, had a nice healthy price pump for Bitcoin. And every single time, 10 out of 10, that these two indicators have aligned. One would be the low volatility. The second would be the Hash-Urban's buy indicator. Every single time price went up. Guess what? It just happened again. And here's the crazy thing. If you average all of those times together, it's 12x price increase. But if you take out the two best years, October 2016 and February 2023, when they had extraordinarily good gains, it's still a 3x in price, which based on my simple brain, I think that's like $240,000-ish per Bitcoin, $250,000 per Bitcoin. Holy freaking cow. And after all, Could it really be as simple as a nice little cup and handle, retest, and then take off? Well, we'll kind of have to see. But that's all for this episode. I'll catch you later. Have a good one. Love you. Peace.
Boom, shakalaka.
If you don't think Bitcoin's going to $1 million a coin and then $10 million a coin, you're already a loser.
From now on, if you don't own Bitcoin, you're a moron.